As a holiday company, it's got a great association.
Well, this is the third year Netflix has been involved with the Trilby Tour. The second year that the amateurs have played, which is fabulous. It's been some great golf from the amateurs. I do enjoy the golf. It's been an eye-opener, the fact that we've actually seen how the golfers perform and what they've had to go through backstage, if you like. How they've got to prepare themselves, the nerves that are kicking in just before the teeing off, and obviously seeing them play the golf itself. You know, it's a great event and, like I say, a real eye-opener.
We've been to both the qualifiers here, the qualifiers in London Club, and just a marvellous atmosphere, and everyone's so happy to be part of it. People either playing here or playing anywhere around the world can keep up with the Trilby Tour interactively at all times.
Speaking to William, because obviously it's gone from a 2-day event to like a 6-day event, there's a lot of things that he didn't know about how it was going to pan out, and very much for us, a company being our first year, we certainly didn't. But now it's all about managing our expectations, because what we would have been happy with at the beginning, I think we're trying to keep ourselves contained. The response that we've had and the reaction that we've had, we're certainly here for the long run, most definitely.
Just seem to get more involved, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot more personal when you actually do meet everyone and find out about their backgrounds and where they've come from and what they're looking to achieve, and just generally meeting people. And obviously the feedback from meeting those people is great. I think everyone's thoroughly enjoyed themselves, and I think there's a lot of people coming back next year.
Asahi Breweries has owned Buckinghamshire Golf Club since 1992. I was very impressed by Mr. William Hans, his vision and his passion. And Asahi Beer totally agreed with his idea for the tournament.
As William said at the top of the show, this year's Pro Final involves selected European Tour players taking on all comers for the Trilby title, putting their very hard-earned reputations on the line.
This is just a one-day, one-off, so maybe the strategy will change slightly, but we'll see how it goes.
Good at the moment, you know, it's back from injury now. I'm fully fit, you know, and I'm playing a lot better than I have been over the last 5 or 6 months. And no, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
First tee. There's always nerves, no matter whenever I play. You're always wondering where your first tee shot's going to go, so yeah, I'll always be there. We wish you all the best.
David Howell, European Tour player.
It's more of a shootout, and then it's a completely different thing. You're up against 3 other guys in a kind of match play situation, but still having to go for birdie, so hopefully we can get through to that and see if we can beat the rest.
What about that for a lineup? And let's not forget the extra twist added by William this year. The top 3 finishers from the amateur final will create their own bit of Trilby history as they get to play alongside the European Tour big boys in the Pro Final off scratch. Now that's pressure.
And all of a sudden, every shot counts, and you can't just blob a hole and think, right, okay, let me just try and get on to the next hole and see how I go. This brings them into the full glare of the professional game, where you are exposed. There are no hiding places, and my professional view, if you want it, is that they won't last in that environment. It's going to be tough for them to get through. It's a massive step up in quality, and this will test their reserve and test their ability to cross the line.
After the break, battle will commence as the players head out to the Buckinghamshire course suited and booted, ready for Trilby Tour action. The William Hunt Trilby Tour, sponsored by netflights.com.
Welcome back to the Bucks for the Trilby Tour Pro Final. The players were getting themselves ready to head out onto this magnificent John Jacobs designed golf course. 18 holes to decide the top 4, followed by a winner-takes-all playoff. The amateurs had already played their final, and the top finishers from that event were here at the Bucks to play alongside the pros. And what an event the amateur final was at the London Club, as Charlie Lydiard became the youngest ever Trilby Tour winner at just 19 years of age. Beating this man, 21-year-old Ross Hyam, to claim the Trilby Tour amateur title for 2009. After Colin Howard and Brett Pardo had fallen by the wayside, Charlie and Ross headed for the specially designed Trilby Tour shootout hole. Lydiard hit the green twice in a row. But it was Hyam who initially had the chances to win the title, 3 in total, but the putts wouldn't drop. Charlie also experienced the pain of missed chances. And boy, did it hurt. The pressure then passed back to Ross, not a putt to win, but a putt to stay in the tournament. He missed it, and while friends and family experienced the anguish of watching a loved one compete, young Ross found the 18th green in a Trilby Tour playoff can be the loneliest place on the planet. All he could do was stand and watch as Charlie finished the job in style to become this year's Trilby Tour amateur champion. Yeah! Clayton Lucas caught up with Charlie as he prepared for his big day at the Bucks.
At first, it didn't really sink in. I was just too busy getting the celebration right. But yeah, I got home later that night, and I was just before I went to sleep. I realised sort of what I'd done, and I was quite impressed with it actually. Yeah.
Well, your amateur days are now behind you, and it's the beginning of your pro career here at the Trilby Tour.
Yeah, played my last amateur comp yesterday at Leatherhead, and yeah, looking forward to it today. Looking forward to the first tee shot as well.
And not only looking forward to your first tee shot, but with 2 greats of the game that you're going out with.
Yeah, Graham Storm and David Howe. Been following them for like last sort of few years of their career. Been watching them on Sky, and didn't think I'd be playing with them this soon, but yeah, kind of look forward to it.
The guy that I'm playing with it's his first pro debut today, so that should be good for him as well, especially playing with David Howe, Ryder Cup star and whatever. So, you know, to play with 2 European Tour players is obviously good. It's a good thing for him to be involved in, and hopefully he'll learn a few things, and you know, he'll hopefully go on to have a good career.
Do you remember back to your first pro event?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, it was in Switzerland, Challenge Tour event, and only got to play 1 round. Got to pod down, so I hope it does not happen again today.
I fought to get in to the playoff, won the shootout, and then yeah, disappointingly just threw it away a bit at the end. But yeah, it's good.
Having had a chance to look back on it, what are your overriding memories and thoughts from the final?
I gained a lot of good experience from it, being under the pressure of having the cameras watching you. Like I say, I just sort of, in the end, I think Ned's got the better of me on the putting side, and yeah, in the shootout it was just a bit too much, but it's definitely taken a lot from it and taken that forward for the future.
And now you've got this great opportunity. You're out on the first tee today. Just remind me who you're out with today.
I'm playing with Phil Golden and Phil Archer this morning, so it should be really, really good. Looking forward to it a lot.
Players that you've seen on the TV and now you're going to be stood next to on the golf course.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, that's what you want really as an amateur golfer. You want to play with the best players, and obviously European Tour players. It's brilliant.
It's kind of a last day of a 4-day tournament kind of feeling, where you're basically going for it really. You're kind of trying to shoot the score, it's going to take the trophy sort of thing, and to get in that top 4 players, so you basically got to go for everything. You can't really shuffle into place now. It's just 1 day to go at it.
Do you feel there's anything on the line for you today?
Yeah, reputation all the time really, pride, whatever you call it. So yeah, I'm going to try my hardest out there and see if I can get into that top 4 and then produce in the playoff.
It's just it's a good day, you know. It's guys who've been in the shop a long time and don't play much tour golf, and I did that many years ago. I got qualified in 1984 and I was in the shop, and I always wanted to be a tour player. I had my goals set, and eventually I got my tour card many years ago, and I've been lucky enough to win as well, so I've experienced winning. But it's just an 18-hole. I play lots of 18-hole pro-ams, but not as a tournament, so it's slightly different. It's exciting, and I'm pleased to be here.
And what do you think of the gear?
Yes, good, you know, old times. Coming back out in new times.
They didn't have his size.
Old and new times.